If all you can think about is poetry, then you got to be a poet. So if what you want to do is be a rock star, you want to be a ballerina, you want to dig in a sandbox, you want to be a professional athlete, do it until you know you can't do it anymore. Take the shot. Take the shot. I think you got a dream, freaking go for it.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Baseball.
I wanted to be a comedian.
An artist.
A cowboy.
A hairdresser.
I wanted to be a doctor.
A dog groomer.
I wanted to be a roller coaster designer.
How can family, social environment, education influence an individual's passions or dreams, specifically in what they want to be when they grow up?
I think they have a huge influence, and I think they have an influence mainly by exposing kids to lots of different opportunities and allowing kids to explore different interests and really see what they want to be when they grow up. And I think it's a learning process as you're growing up. You bump into lots of different things, and you consider what you might be when you grow up. And the more things that you bump into, the more likely you are to find that thing that you're really well suited for.
To be a soccer player.
I wanted to be a bus driver.
I want to be a dad. I want to be a mommy.
What I wanted to be when I grew up, I was either wanted to go into police work or be a gym teacher. I just love the activity. I like to help kids. I wanted to go on more probation and parole to help children. I had gone to school, to college for criminal justice, and I have an associate degree in criminal justice. But when I was younger, we didn't have a lot of money to further ourselves on. And I had met my husband. We had gotten married, and I ended up working a couple different jobs, and then ended up one point taking karate classes, and that was going back about 19 years ago. And I just loved it. I loved the whole philosophy of it and being able to teach children. I started teaching at that point when I was in my red belt, and I really enjoyed it, and I thought someday I'd really love to open my own school. I get to teach children and adults of all ages from age 4. My oldest student is 57 years old.
A fireman.
I wanted to be a waitress.
Makes people laugh. What do I do? What's my profession? Well, where I'm sitting right now, I'm a financial advisor, financial consultant, registered investment advisor, stockbroker kind of thing. I'm an actor professionally. I do voiceover work. I sing. I'm a member of the clergy. I'm a cantor in a synagogue in Bergen County in Northern County of New Jersey. Originally, I wanted to be an archaeologist. I couldn't spell it. So I decided that I wanted to be Hopalong Cassidy because I knew archaeologists dug things up, but I didn't know where anybody would do that. I lived with a lot of cement. I lived in Brooklyn. We didn't have a lot of grass anywhere. When I saw that Bill Boyd was really hoppy and there was no real hoppy, I said, well, that would be a really cool thing to do. And since I always was singing, I was 5 years old and I was singing in the Rain on the stoops of the apartment house. I thought I would be a singer and a dancer, although I really couldn't dance, and an actor. I'm actually in the market, what I do here, to pay for my my real work. Because even though I get paid nicely for doing commercial or I get paid nicely for doing voiceover stuff, it's not constant. If it were constant, I promise you we'd be sitting somewhere else. We wouldn't be sitting here.
I wanted to be a paleontologist.
An art therapist.
Spider-Man.
Well, I think the family is certainly the first and foremost influence on people. Parents have an incredible influence on children's goals and their desires. There's this concept that we use in sociology called planful competence, and it applies to adolescents and to young adults. And the basic idea is that if you're going to be successful and achieve your goals, you have to have a plan. Young people who have this trait are much more likely to achieve their goals in life than people who don't, people who just kind of drift. They have the goals, but they're not really actively doing anything, not taking the actual steps that they need to attain those goals. So it's a matter of having a plan. So I think some people have dreams and fantasies and expectations, but they just aren't willing to think it through and aren't willing to put in the hard work that it takes to, in a step-by-step process, work your way up that ladder to get to where you finally want to be.
I want to be a firefighter when I grow up.
I want to work for the FBI.
I can build castles.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
A mother, and get married and have children, and a stay-at-home mom. Just a beautiful thing to, I didn't know then, what all, but just by being home and being with the family and my mother was just wonderful. So I said, I'm going to be like my mother, and I'm going to be a mother, a housewife, find a great husband, which he was wonderful right before I got married. Then I got a decent job, worked for a doctor as a receptionist. Of course, by then, we get paid once a month, and the money you'd laugh, $80 a month back then. So that's why I am what I am today. Just, and like I said, kind and enjoy people. And kids, I just love young people. I don't have any regrets. I'm being rewarded now in my old age.
Advice for kids is do follow your passions. Do get involved and really try and think about what you're interested in.
Just to keep trying hard. Look into different grants and scholarships, try to do good in school now. They can get academic scholarships. Look into more financial aid. They have a lot more to offer now than they did before. And just to keep striving for their goals.
You just have to like yourself. If you don't like yourself, you're miserable. So you just have to go on and be happy, because life is so short, in all honesty. Enjoy today.
If you don't enjoy your job, if you don't enjoy where you wind up in life, you're not going to be happy, no matter how much money you make. We know in the long run that it's not money or wealth or public success that predicts happiness. It's a matter of doing something that you love and having people around you who support you.
If you don't take the shot, you're going to be 50 years old and saying, God, when I was 24, I could have. Your generation has the balls that a lot of my generation didn't have. I think you got a dream, freaking go for it.